kiddos, we're going to talk a little bit about the clock. We're going to do the hour when it's the hour time. With me in the Panda Koala class, we're only going to do the hour and the half hour. Okay, so that can tell you, for example, when it's time to go to class, time to go to recess, time to go to lunch, and time to go home. Probably tells you your bedtime too, okay? But we're just going to do the hour and the half hour. And when it's the hour, we say o'clock. Okay, so let's come up here. I'm going to read a little bit. A clock has two hands. 1, 2. The short hand, what I call the little hand, shows the hour. And then the long hand, or the big hand, it'll point to 12. And when it points to 12, we say o'clock. Okay? So we have the little hand, what I call the little hand is what they call the hour hand. And in blue is the minute hand, and I call that the big hand. Okay? So let's look at this clock. What do you see? When the red hand, or the little hand, the minute hand, the hour hand points to a number, that's the time, that's the hour. And when this is up at 12, we say o'clock. The hour hand points to 2. The time is 2 o'clock, or 2 o'clock. That's what it looks like on a digital clock. It says read the hour hand first. We're going to read the red one first, then read the minute hand, and then we're going to write it in 2 different ways. So on this clock, we have, looky here, it says to use the red one first. The little hand is first, and it's pointing to the 2, okay? And this is on the 12, so we're going to say it's 2 o'clock. And we can write that this way as well. That's what you see on a digital clock with the one that has the numbers on it, okay? This one. Okay, let's start with the red one. Where does that go? It goes to the 7. And this one goes up to the 12. So it's going to be 7. When it's on 12, we say o'clock. So we're going to write 7 o'clock. We can come down here and do that. Now look here. You're going to go 7, and then we have dot, dot, 2 zeros mean o'clock. All right, now let's look at number 3. The little hand's pointing to the 9. And the big hand is on the 12. So it is 9 o'clock. We're going to say it's 9 o'clock. Let's write it in this format, okay? 9, when we want to say o'clock in the other format, in the digital one, we say 9, dot, dot, 0, 0, 9 o'clock. All right, number 4. What's this number? Do you remember? 11. And then the minute hand is up here, and it's on the 12. So it's going to be 11 o'clock. Let's write it in this format. 11, 0 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Okay, number 5. The little hand is pointing to the 8, and the big hand is pointing to the 12. So we're going to say 8 o'clock. So that looks like this. 8 o'clock. And in this format, we're going to go 8 o'clock. All right, now the little hand is pointing down to the 5. And the big hand is pointing up to the 12. First we read the little hand and it points to 5. So we're going to say 5. And when it's up here on the 12, 5. Whoops! That doesn't look like a 5. 5 o'clock. And let's write 5 o'clock in this format. 5 o'clock. These refer to the minutes, okay? And that means it's on 0 minutes. So we have 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Alrighty, boys and girls, it's not easy.